Today is December 20th, 2025, and I'm Terry P. of the Pro-Democracy Strategists. Both Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna said that Bondi and Blanche broke the law. They point out that the Trump administration officials could face criminal charges for not releasing the unredacted Epstein files for yesterday's cover-up. Impeachment articles against Pam Bondi are being drawn up. We have 3 clips from an Australian news show that has an expose on Trump's motive for attacking Venezuela. Part 1 talks about how they're interested in oil, not drugs. Part 2 is a breakdown of the 3 different conditions of oil: heavy, medium, and light. Light needs little or no refining, while heavy needs a lot of refining. And Part 3, the Australian news explains why we are attacking Venezuela. It really comes down to keeping the oil refineries in the Gulf of Mexico and the U.S. producing. It has the thick oil that we don't have anywhere except Canada and Venezuela. To me, that also explains why Trump wanted Canada as well. Why is the U.S. claiming it owns Venezuelan oil and land? The Australian report reminds us of the history of Venezuela. The U.S. did have oil there, ConocoPhillips and ExxonMobil. There were other countries there too, and Hugo Chavez seized these private companies' infrastructure in an effort to protect Venezuelan assets that were going to outsiders who were profiting on it hugely without sharing or fairly paying the locals. Trump has seized on that, and in a Putin mirror move has decided to seize what he says the U.S. is owed from the corporate dispute. Al Jazeera's news asks the question, does the U.S. have any claim on Venezuelan oil? The U.S. companies developed Venezuelan oil fields until the country nationalized its oil reserves starting in the 1970s. ConocoPhillips and ExxonMobil were primary U.S. companies in Venezuela. There was also a huge sudden change for New York's Elise Stefanik, who suddenly dropped out of the race for New York governor and announced she is leaving Congress next year in the wake of yesterday's incomplete Epstein file submission to Congress from Trump and Bondi's DOJ. For Ms. Stefanik, a Republican congresswoman and staunch ally of President Trump, the decision was a stunning turnabout for one of the Republican Party's most ambitious stars, and it upended what was set to be a high-wattage governor's race. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.